Hello and welcome to another edition of Sandshark Bites. I'm your host, Justin Jarrett, Sports Information Director at USCB, and joined once again this week by my trusty co-host, James S. Pumpkins, a.k.a. James A. Duffy. And yeah, we missed you last week, Duffster.
It was rough. I had a terrible migraine. It felt like a nail in my skull, and I just couldn't sit under the bright lights of fame and fortune. And so I had to go home, and Dr. Brett Borton stepping in, did a heck of a job.
Yeah, he plays a little bit more of a straight man. We don't really have a straight man when we're together necessarily, but Borton plays a good straight man.
He did great. He was fantastic. We're glad to have him, and it's good to know that he's got the time in his schedule that he can come out and step in if need be.
Good to have a safety net, a backup.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't have to fly solo ever again, hopefully.
There you go.
And yeah, we've had another eventful week. Last week was a pretty crazy week. We kind of gave you a little preview of some of it that was coming up. The soccer weekend was going to be a big one. The season was coming to a head, and we pulled off the victory at Warner that we talked about a little bit last week, and then finished up with a great comeback victory at Weber International, a 2-1 win. Down one, scored with less than 2 minutes left to play in regulation, and then won it in overtime. So that's great, and that sets up a rematch of the Hardyville Derby, as we've called it. Sandsharks will go to SCAD on Saturday. I mean, that was pretty much the perfect scenario would be to host SCAD. The number 2 scenario would be to go to SCAD, and we expect a great crowd as usual. That'll be 4:30 on Saturday. First round of the Sun Conference tournament, the quarterfinals. Those teams tied a couple of weeks ago in a really great game, so looking forward to that one big time.
I've not been to a SCAD match, I think, since we beat SCAD some 4 years ago, which was really one of my favorite moments.
So you'll need to be going to this one.
I think I'll be there 4:30 Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, sounds good.
It should be a great game.
Yeah, SCAD Bees, USCB Sandsharks 4:30 on Saturday, and that will be the capper to another very exciting Saturday for USCB athletics, because once again we'll be the hosts on the cross country course. Sun Conference Championships coming back to Hardyville on Saturday. That'll get started at 8:30 with the women's race, a 5K, and then the men's race to follow after that. Actually, I think the men go first. I think I told you that wrong. Men go first at 8:30, and then the women follow at 9:15. So looking for great things again from, of course, Betsy Douglas. The women with high hopes. They're talking strategy. I've heard Coach Kimball calling in individuals to his office to talk about their strategy and who they need to keep an eye on and pick off at the end, and hoping to make a strong showing. And then the final cross-country Sun Conference Championships for Nick O'Neill as well, and the men will field the full team. There are some sprinters.
I did not get a chance to, since I missed last week, get a chance to comment on Akira Durst's run in the Sandshark Invitational.
It was solid.
He finished solid, but in the last 50 yards, all of a sudden he became a sprinter.
Oh, did he do the JV sprint?
I mean, it was amazing to see him turn it on after that final.
Maybe he saved a little bit too much for the end.
I think he saved a little too much for the end.
No, I was talking to Akira before the race, and he was joking that we could run together, but no, he smoked what my 8K time would be by several minutes. So
he's half your age, so
that's true. He is half my age, but he also looks like a linebacker.
He does.
So
He does.
He's a decathlete running cross country. So that gives you an idea about him. He actually, there was a fan on the course who said, "Well, that guy doesn't look like a runner. That guy looks like a football player, a weightlifter or something." And I said, "Yeah, pretty much."
Good posture all the way through too, by the way. I thought.
Oh yeah.
Just stand up,
strong
runner right there.
Strong. So Nick O'Neill looking for a big finish. Christian Slayton, who we announced was out for the season on this program a couple weeks ago, according to Coach Kimball, is making a comeback.
Outstanding.
He's going to run, as well as Joel Norris will be racing. He has been out with injury for most of the season, and then a couple of the 800-meter guys are playing up. They're going 5K, so or 8K. So we'll see how that goes.
We're hoping Nick O'Neill's about 100% now. He's had a rough go of it and has been coming back from.
He has.
He's been
this
season
under the weather, but he's coming around and hopefully looking for a strong finish. And if all goes well, hopefully a national championship qualifying run as an individual. And at the very least, we expect Betsy Douglas to make a national championship qualifying run.
You know, we can't say enough about Betsy Douglas, and then we keep saying nice things about her and things. And then last week at the Chancellor's State of the University address, he notes her as a model of Sandshark excellence and brought her in.
And
really
well deserved.
Absolutely,
I should
absolutely
say.
well
She
deserved.
is everything you hope for, not just in a student athlete, but in a human being. She's, as I've taken the fondness to saying, she's an all-American runner, but she's an all-world human being. So we look for more of the same from her on Saturday. You'll need to get there. Race starts at 9:15. You'll need to be there by about 9:32 to see her finish and win the Sun Conference Championship once again. So get there early, check it out. I say it every year. If you haven't seen cross country in action, it actually is a very good spectator sport when the race is well designed, and the track that we run on out at Hardeeville, out at the Hardeeville School Campus / Sergeant Jasper Park Cooler property, a very good one. With the men's 8K race, you'll get to see them make 3 loops. The women, you'll get to see them make 2 loops. So you can stake out a spot on the course and really get a feel for what's going on in the race, and then get over to the finish line for the exciting finish. And just stay up from the finish line. Yeah. If you get beyond the finish line, that's where things get a little
splash
yucky.
Zone.
A little yucky, especially for the women's race. But so that'll be a good one. It's going to be a fun day on Saturday. And then the only other team that is still in action is the men's golf team. The women were supposed to play last week, and they ended up dropping that one off their schedule and adding an extra tournament in the spring. So they're done for the season. The men also done now after a very solid showing at the Hummingbird Intercollegiate, playing with the big boys, the Division I field, and a 4th place finish for the team and a 4th place finish for freshman Newport Laparachkit. So very solid showing to finish off what was a really good fall for a team that returned only 2 players and really only one who's been in the lineup. So you weren't sure what to expect from that team this fall, but very solid for Danny Allen's team.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing more from them in the spring.
There's some characters in that team. You got any of them in class?
Not this semester, but in the spring semester. I am heavy loaded with athletes in my 8 o'clock class.
All right.
So there's going to be golfers and softball players and baseball players, and there will be.
Is this baseball as literature?
Baseball as literature. I think there will be some days when that class is just empty because sports will be on the road.
Everybody will be on the road. Yeah, that'll happen.
That'll happen.
Is it Monday, Wednesday, Friday?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fridays are going to be a little sparsely populated at times.
A little thin here and there. Yeah.
The non-athletes also have a hard time.
The
athletes will be gone on Fridays. The non-athletes will have a hard time making it to an 8 o'clock class on Friday. Yeah. That tends to happen. So, yeah, it's been an exciting week, and we're coming down to it. The fall season is very nearly wrapping up. As we mentioned, soccer getting into postseason play. Hopefully that goes beyond Saturday.
That's right.
Still looking for that first ever win in the Sun Conference playoffs. But I got a good feeling it could come on Saturday.
We've not had one win in post.
No, we've been in the tournament several times, but we've never won that first round game.
This is the year. This is the year.
Yeah, we felt like a win was within our grasp against SCAD last time.
I've kept my Beat SCAD poster on the window in my office.
Excellent. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it in the library. As if we're not in the library right now.
Right.
We're in our extra special studio. So yeah, it's
up here on the 23rd floor.
Yeah, exactly. In Las Vegas or something, according to Mardu Smith.
Right, Light City.
So yeah, it's going to be a great Saturday, and hopefully the soccer season will extend beyond that. We expect the cross-country season to extend for 2 more weeks for at least a couple of individual runners, and Coach is talking about scheming about ways to get an at-large bid for the women as a team, but it'll require some help. We need things to fall a certain way, but Coach is always scheming.
Was there any announcement about Heberlings at all?
Well, yeah, I guess there could have been an announcement about that. I forgot that happened since we aired a show. It feels like so long ago now. But yes, we have a new Sandshark. We have Hollis Aaron Gabriel Heberling has joined the crew. He was a healthy 9-pound boy. So props to Coach H for doing yeoman's work there. And the Heberlings are getting acquainted with life with a newborn. It's harrowing work, but they're they're getting acquainted with it, and Coach Ed is still trying to coach a soccer team in the middle of all that. So more power to them.
Yeah.
I've offered my help many times. I said I can come over, change diapers, whatever, and they haven't taken me up on it yet.
Not
so
yet, but stop offering because it'll happen soon.
I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. It's going to come. So, yeah, going to be a great Saturday. We hope to see some of you out at either the cross-country course, the soccer match out at Scads Field in Hardyville, or both.
4:30 Saturday.
4:30 on Saturday. Yeah, 8:30 for running, 4:30 for soccer. Going to be a great day to be at Sandshark, as always. Yeah. And we've got another special treat today. We've actually got Carlo back. He's had a busy semester. He's had a hard time catching up with our teams, but actually caught up with a couple of our teams today, and he's going back to the well. He's got an old tried and true question to ask some of the Sandsharks that is topical. So without further ado, let's bring Carlo in here, and let's talk about what's happening on Catching Up with Carlo this week.
Of everyone on the team, who would make for the best president?
Betsy Douglas, because she's Ethiopian and she's the queen of the cross-country team.
Hannah Johnson. She's very welcoming and welcomed all the freshmen and kind of showed us how everything goes.
On the team, absolutely none of them, but good old Larry Kimball, 2016, absolutely.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go with Coach Kimball for that one. He's a great leader.
Coach Kimball has good leadership. He isn't too crazy. Gives advice to everybody. I think he can probably get the government on track.
Oh, absolutely, Riley Shank. Yes, that guy just means business. He doesn't take no for an answer. Great leader, just a great guy.
Probably Will. Will loves America. Very American guy. He has a massive American flag on the wall in his dorm room, and it covers like the whole space of the wall.
I have two nominations. Bobby Dunphy and Cole Neat, I have to say, would be the best, just because they're my fellow Canadians and we know how to run things. So yeah, definitely Cole or Bobby. I have two nominations there.
I would have to say myself. Really? Why would he be a good president?
I mean, I feel like because Bob nominated me earlier, and I just don't think anyone else would do as good of a job.
Who do you say would be the worst candidate for president on the team?
Nick O'Neill, because he's Nick O'Neill.
Nick O'Neill.
Nicholas O'Neillo.
What are some of the things he would do to be a bad president?
Twitter.
Speak. Yeah, talking. That's not his strong suit. People. He's not really cute either, so he's not too good looking.
Probably a bad idea to let him have use of anything.
I would be the best candidate for president. I would not leave anyone behind at a team dinner.
Oh, without a doubt, Cole Neat. That guy doesn't even know what sport we're playing, let alone run for president.
Cole Neat, without a doubt. Like, you don't even have to ask that question. Cole Neat, he's always looks lost. Looks like we call him the spaceman. He's just always looks like he's in space, just kind of floating around wherever he goes. Never really seems to know where he is.
I don't think he knows what he's doing. He just seems lost sometimes.
Cole's a very popular guy. Just he's kind of out in his own little world sometimes, and we don't know what he's thinking.
He just gets lost, but he's dedicated.
I'm gonna say Newport La Barrage kid. He's really more concerned about cooking and doing those stupid wedge tricks than running a country. So stuff like that doesn't matter. If you're gonna be a president, you gotta know your stuff. And if I do have to add, he pulled out of his American government class.
He did.
Yeah. So I mean, how are you supposed to be the president when you pull out of an American government class, right? So yeah, definitely Newport.
Worst, I would say George Gaithers. It's kind of crazy. Probably tap that button, blow other countries up, go to total war. He'd be good as Secretary of Defense. That'd be a better role for him.
So you wouldn't trust Coach Gaither with the red button?
I would not. He'd blow some other countries up, right out the water.
At the University of South Carolina, Beaufort, we offer small classes, individual attention, and an affordable education in an atmosphere that fosters diversity and achievement.
We are students.
We field 9 Sandshark sports teams that compete in the Sun Conference.
We are athletes.
We are one university with 2 campuses serving the coastal areas of South Carolina and Georgia.
We are the Low Country.
We are the fastest growing 4-year school in the University of South Carolina system. We are USCB.
Good to have Carlo back on the show.
You must
And,
feel all caught up now.
And there are several Sandshark student athletes that I would definitely vote for over one of the candidates on the ballot on Tuesday. And we'll just leave it at that. But I think several of them are more qualified.
Except for the age requirement.
Yes, yes, and some of them are Canadians, so
yeah.
also not eligible. But those small points aside, so good times catching up with them. Fun to kind of see the other side of the student athletes as we do when Carlo interacts with them. They're a little different when Carlo's interacting with them. And that leaves us with only one thing left to do this week, an election of sorts of our own. And we didn't have to talk too long about it this week. We had some strong performances from the soccer team, and we look forward to some great ones from the cross-country team this weekend. But the most impressive one to me this week was from Newport Laparachkit. He's our Sandshark Bites Student Athlete of the Week. Freshman from California with another great performance. He's really been the star player the past couple of tournaments for the USCB men's golf team. And going against a Division I field up in North Carolina, he shot 70-72, which is even par for 2 rounds. Finished tied for 4th in a field with lots of Division I talent: Western Carolina, Eastern Kentucky, High Point, several Division I programs. So congratulations to Newport on a great tournament and a great first semester as a college golfer. We look forward to many more great performances from him over the next few years. And that's going to do it for us this week.
Another one in the books, just like that.
Knocked another one off the list, and we'll hopefully have at least one more for you next week. And if the postseason keeps going well, we'll keep on coming back.
Love the Christmas episode.
At least until Thanksgiving. and then we'll have to probably wrap it up for the season. But thanks for joining us. As always, we'll be here again next week. Same time, same place. Until then, keep those fins up.